Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the Drift channel. Today I'm doing more work on the rx7. I got all the kit pulled off it because I got to cut the rear guards, already started, to get more clearance for the tyre when the car squats, because it's running fairly soft rear springs. You can see the piece I cut out, it's got the wear marks from where the tyre was rubbing on it from where she was squatting. So we need to go more. We need to go up to like here somewhere, and so we need to take another 40 mil out of this internal section, which is all boxy and stuff. But luckily the rear tower is like just there, and the cage goes down to the tower, and I've welded in a strut tower chromoly tube as well, so that should be pretty strong on the inside if I take a chunk out of this rear section of whatever they call that, structural kind of wall stuff. There's actually like 4 layers in there. It's rather irritating, but I guess that's why the FD shell is super stiff and handles really well. But yeah, gonna lunch this out. Got old trusty saber saw. Just gonna shove it up in there and go choppy. Weld some metal back in, fill it back up, put all the rear suspension on. Happy days. Stay tuned. So you can see from the shape I've cut it more towards the front. So obviously as your wheel goes up, the traction arm pulls it forwards as it goes up. So it was actually rubbing just here on the front of the arch and at the top. So nothing at the back, so I didn't need to cut anything at the back. But now, you can see, even that's probably borderline. Still like 80 mil of tyre hanging down below the car. It's not even on its guts yet. But see, this is the lowest point of the chassis, the rear subframe there, and it was actually grinding on the ground at one point. I think when I dropped the tyre, I had to drop a tyre to do that, so that's fair enough. I don't really want to smash the bottom of the car into the ground, so it should be enough, I think. Plus, I don't want to cut into this inner cabin area, which is the inside of the tower there, so I don't want to cut that. So this is as far as I can go on top of this, without actually having to modify that as well, which would ruin the aesthetics of the inside of the car, which we don't really want to do. We want to keep it looking nice. We want this car to look as good as it possibly can whilst working as good as it possibly can. It'll be a compromise, but after one day of testing, this is what we've come up with. The rear is rubbing on everything, and the front rubs on everything. If you can see in the front, it was actually hitting up here. The tyre was hitting, and up in here on the top of the arch. So I think I need stiffer spring rates on the front. I'm going to leave the back as it is. It felt pretty good, but the front did feel a bit floppy. So stay tuned. Cut some more stuff out. All right. Many moments later, I've chopped out all the back, same on both sides. And I'll show you this side first because I've already welded in the other side. But I took the middle layer right up high, and then I weld in basically to where that curved shape is up in there. So I'll show you what I've done. Gives me about an extra 45 millimeters. This is what we've done. So you can see basically you can see basically this is the bottom of where the tub used to be. It was actually curved a bit lower, but so I've gained all this, about this much through here. It's actually higher on the outside as well. So obviously when your wheel camera's up, it it gains camber, goes up, so the outside edge of the tire will hit first. So it's higher on the outside by not much, by like about 8 mil. And also when I cut it out more towards the front, because as your car squats, the wheel pulls forwards. So it goes forwards and up. So we've got all the clearance we need there. Basically, because the FD is such a shallow silhouette on the body line, like an 18-inch wheel, if you tucked it all the way up so that like the car was nearly on the ground, and you only had this much tire below your car, then the top of the tire would be up here somewhere. So we can't actually go that deep, but we've done the best we can to ensure that we get the most grip, and so the car can go look as low as it possibly can look, because nothing looks better than a slammed FD. But hopefully it will not bottom out anymore. I may have to increase the spring rate from 7 to 10 on the back. We'll see how we go. I've got some 10s on the shelf that I can stick in if I need to, but I'm still going to try the 7s again, see if it rubs on the top. It may rub because it actually has more stroke than what I've had because I chopped the towers and made them higher. Genius. Probably should have gone half that amount, but anyway. Anyways, once I'm done, got to do the other side. Just a pile of metal cut out of the car. So some very annoying pieces you have to try and get out of there with a grinder and a saber saw. But we did it, so it is what it is. I've been putting this project off for a while because it's a bit annoying, but we're doing it, getting it done this weekend. Anyway, stay tuned. Alrighty, so I've stitched in my piece of 1.6 sheet metal for the top, welded up all the back. It was a bit of a funny shape, so I had to slot it and overlap it, smash it up with the mash hammer, and so I could weld it across there. She's all in, solid. And I just got to I've got my piece of cardboard for a template to fit this piece in here. Just weld that on there, cut that up, the cardboard now, we cut a piece of steel to that shape, smash it on there with a hammer, tack it on, blaze it up, then seal it all up and paint. Happy days. Stay tuned. Peace. Ask. That's better. Alrighty, so she's all painted and gooped up. Silica flexed all the joins and stuff, so there shouldn't be any smoke getting into the cabin from the wheel arches, because your cabin space is a negative pressure space, and obviously on the outside of the car where the air is rushing past creates pressure. It's positive space, so it pushes any air in, or it gets sucked in through any holes. Even the tiniest holes make a huge difference, the amount of smoke you end up in your cabin. So got to make sure you fill it all. But yeah, that's all done pretty much. Now I've got to put all the drive line back in. I wanted to do this while I had the drive shafts and everything out when I did the diff, because I did the crush sleeve in the diff. So that's done, diff's done. The rear wheel tubs are done. Now I've got to take the turbo off and get that rebuilt and put the front arms in. So yeah, things to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out isleofdrift.com.au for the merch and stuff. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. See you, bye.